Hello, everyone, and welcome to round one back nine coverage of the 2025 Discraft Supreme Flight Open. BigBarri commentary bringing you all the action. Big Jerm, medium-sized Yules.
Yeah.
It was all some pretty good disc golf to start the season off.
Yeah,
Nice
I mean,
little
we're just seeing how hard the course is, really. 3 down, 1 down even. I mean, that's a tough course with your featured card having those scores, but we do have some momentum from 3 of the players. McBeth just had a nice little hiccup there at the end on hole 8, but the back 9, you mentioned it on the front 9, is very scoreable.
Yeah, I think that you can see, I think it's reasonable to think a player could go 6, 7 under on the back 9. There are difficult holes like this that are totally a bonus birdie. Hole 10 is a tough one. Feels like a low ceiling. You have a tree on this hillside right here, right in the way of the basket, and it is a tough hill. Very direct 341. A lot of trees that you can find on path to the basket that can kick you into a really tough spot. Not a lot of birdies, quite a few bogeys and above.
Ezra, I like it. Just get up on that hill and get a kick.
The tree, wow. Perfectly thrown, pin high. A great deflection.
I mean, that's what you got to do. Just get up there and hope for the best, really.
And that is what he's done.
This is the low burner. If he gets edge, he could skip to a putt.
Yeah, he's going to skip right down the hill.
Pin high, yeah, deal.
Beautiful throw from Calvin.
How much Anheuser does it have? All of it. All of the Anheuser.
Anthony Heiser.
Yeah, it makes sense.
These are 4 world-class drives. My goodness. We're going to have 4 birdie looks on 10. Not many cards have more than 1 or 2. AB up first.
Circle's edge. Any miss and you're gone.
That is a great way to start the back 9. 4 under through 10 is a great pace.
Tougher, got the straddle. Oh, baby.
I would be incredibly shocked if we were to see a star frame, but they are basically this short putt from Calvin away from nearly guaranteeing it. As Ezra is so close, I have a hard time imagining him missing the putt he has left.
Still a tricky putt where he is. It's not.
It's possible.
It's not close. I wouldn't say it's close.
That's the last time that you'll ever see a star frame on hole 10 at Olympus. That is unbelievable.
I bet we see it tomorrow.
It's the first time you've ever seen it before. It might not be the last time, but it's probably the last time. Great putt from AB to start it off.
Everybody back to under par.
And our feature group gets a little bit closer to the guy who's been leading the tournament pretty much since the start. Went through 3 to start the tournament off and has been at the top ever since.
This course is so technical. I mean, 523 feet, dog leg left. A lot of these under 600-foot par 4s that just play really tough. This one is one of the easier ones. Like I said, dog leg left, and then you have a very narrow way into this green. Not much, else to say about it. Just keep your disc straight up that hill, land in a perfect spot, and you might get a birdie.
I'm actually surprised that it only plays .04 below par. I thought it would be a little bit lower than that.
This is just such a demanding tee shot.
Ezra gets that got a lot of love and is now in a position that you have a hard time imagining anyone else getting there. That's like prime A1 position.
Here's what you're looking for.
Correct.
The slow drift, that's
a great shot.
That's the spot.
And that, no danger on its way to getting there is the main thing for Calvin. I think Ezra's going to be a bit surprised to see where his drive ended up. Okay, maybe that's perfect. That's all the comfort of Calvin's, but with a little bit better shape.
Other star frame, perhaps?
It's going to be a tough one for Paul. That is a really tricky spot to be in.
He's the one I'd want for this. Like low squatty squat.
And you can still somehow get nose up and Anheuser.
Nah.
But yeah, not even the great Paul McBeth is able to shape that one. This looks pretty good for Calvin. Needs to slow down on the green, and it does.
They like to hit those ones that are close. I like that that attribute that he has. I need to try that.
AB just
playing
a little catch shot there.
Yeah, bullseye.
Cannot play hole 11 better than that.
No. Unless this guy does right here. Man. Oh.
Oh, the work's not over.
Sneaky. Uh-oh. I don't like that spot.
Those evergreens on the left side of the green up here are incredibly pesky. If you just happen to slide underneath them, there's really no way to get out in a clean putt. Beth able to avoid that, save the par. Meanwhile, Calvin and Ezra and AB are going to be tapping in their birdies.
Man, no wobble in that one either.
And the grouping of 5 just got a lot more grouped up. 5 players there now with Chris Dickerson, Ezra and AB, and we move on to the 12th. What does a Paul Ulibarri type player do on the 12th?
See those Porter Johns over there on the left? Let's just say we didn't have to go potty.
What's the intention? Not the execution. What's the intention?
You need to really flip either fairway driver or mid-range. Put it out wide left and let it drift as far right as you can possibly get it. Almost a roller angle.
I'm asking because this guy right here is not going to throw forehand, and the backhand play is incredibly difficult.
This is the mid-range play, and this is going to be really good.
Wow. Yeah, that's really, to get a look at all with the backhand is a bonus. This is just a must-get lefty backhand or a righty forehand to get all the way to the pin.
Low and driven.
That's a great shot from Calvin, honestly. A lot of power.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
What do you think about this one?
I think AB is going to put it within 15 feet.
He did all last year, didn't he?
Oh, this one's going to be a bit wider.
Is it?
Oh, maybe not. It's getting really overstable. Just didn't quite get the skip. That's a surprisingly short drive from AB. This one I feel like is an unfair advantage with his power hyzer with the forehand. Like the angle from McBeth, using a little bit of a flip up and power hyzer at the same time. And fights around the corner. We'll call it 45, 50 feet.
One birdie coming out of here, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, that'd be great. I think the group would be happy with one.
How about all of them? Oof.
Ezra is on fire right now. Are you kidding me? Only 3 pars in the last 9 holes on this course right now? Incredible. The Peach Pirate does it again.
Beautiful putt.
Okay. There's not going to be a star frame, but the
Looked
way you
good.
mentioned it, I was like,
Yeah, it looked good, didn't it, out of his hand?
sure did. A lot of confidence. Wow.
Another.
Great birdies to pick up.
Ezra, right side. Paul McBeth, left side. These baskets catch everything.
I feel like Paul's would still hit the pole itself if those chains weren't there, but it was moving its way to that left side. And Calvin trying something new here, sailing it over the top. Maybe he changed his angle a little bit because it was a low ceiling, and so he thought that maybe if I flatten it out, then it'll do what I want, but
I think that's
not this time.
Couple pars, couple birds.
Good score on 12. It plays like a bonus birdie. Even though 23% of the field picked up the birdie, it still only averaged 0.1 below par. And Ezra takes the outright lead currently at 6 under.
Hey, aren't you Anthony Barela?
Yes, sir. Try out this Venom.
Thanks, man. Hey, hurry up, man. You're taking forever.
Sorry, man. No 30-second rule here. What about that 100% off player discount?
All right, on to 13, a new pin position here. I don't know if they moved the tee at all. See, it's like in a similar area, but we're using the same fairway, but instead of playing a relatively short yet technical par 4, we are now playing to the blue basket here. One of 3 consecutive holes where the FPO is actually playing to a longer pin position. But this is a tricky, blind, right turning par 3 that is just begging for a tree kick.
Heavy Anheuser. If it gets through, this is going to be great. Yeah,
That's incredible.
Hit
Incredible.
a tree, too. That was going to be there. How many undies on this hole?
All right, let's set the mark at 4.5.
No, on this card.
I'm saying for the field.
Whoa.
So you're taking the over on 4.5 for the field?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll see. McBeth's drive is, it's just one to really get up there as far as you can. It's not really based on like trying to get in the circle, I can't imagine, because this
is not going to be flipping.
No. And according to Paul, there is OB far enough left.
For sure. Without a doubt.
Which essentially turns into like an instant double bogey, it feels like.
Oh, yeah. This looks perfect.
That is incredible.
Wow, he's going to the other pin.
That is incredible. Because that actually is the shape of the fairway. You just, oh boy. You don't expect really anyone to hit it as clean as AB just did right there. That was perfect. Oh, good effort for Heimburg. He's going to have to settle for his first bogey in a while. So unfortunately, he will not finish the rest of the 2025 season without any more bogeys.
But he's got another chance.
At some point, everybody bogeys their last hole of the season.
Yep.
McBeth with a valiant effort from deep. Ezra, can he keep it going here? Another putt, 40 feet, and this one sails right. AB a chance to get back on top with a tie, and he does with the birdie. And now we're going to check these stats here. Hole 13, 6 birdies. You win. And once again, this Zach Kitchen, I believe he was one of our birdies on hole 9.
Wow. A good comebacker. Those are always tricky.
So Zach Kitchen getting his name mentioned a couple times here today on Jomez with birdies on 9 and 13. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Only person in the field to do that.
Could you imagine if those were his only birdies?
I might have to check that.
That'd
be pretty
kinda cool.
incredible. Wow, 6 under is a score that would have put you on pace to winning this event last year. 18 under was the winning total for Anthony Barela. That being said, the conditions were a bit sloppy. This course has this clay mud that can track onto your shoe. It goes to the tee pads. The tee pads are slick. You can't control that. Fairway lies are slick. The scores are going to be worse. This week, the temperature looks perfect. The weather looks immaculate. Imagine those scores are going to go up quite a bit, but I don't know how much. What's your prediction?
Yeah, I would say 3 around.
Okay.
2 around. I think
Yeah.
it's playing a lot easier. There's not
So
a lot
closer
of
to
wind.
30 under winning?
I think so. Judging by this pace right here, seems to be pretty close to.
Look how much Anthony takes off of that drive. And it still is cruising to across the little fairway ditch. That's really just left of that is kind of the indicator of how far you've gotten off the tee.
Yeah, and there's a lot of wind up there. Did you see those
Moving a little bit.
banners blowing? High stalling money.
And that also gets just past that little ditch. It's going to be a tough spot for Ezra, I fear. Wants to be a little bit more left than that. I like this one from McBeth. This is going to get a lot of ground play.
Yep. I'm guessing this is going to be the farthest drive if he can keep it on hyzer. Is it going to stay on hyzer?
Might find the sawgrass, just misses it. And you were correct.
Barely.
And that's going to be a fine place for Calvin with his forehand. But the fact that Ezra doesn't like to go forehand, this is going to be a little bit more technical.
This has got to be short, right? Oh, not that
Yes,
short.
it probably would have got all the way home if it weren't for the tree.
I guess he's only about 300 feet, huh? Once you get past that ditch.
A little bit more. He's
Okay.
probably in the 335 to 340 range from back here.
Taking this one up high. Oh, and just getting the worst branch.
Getting the looked like it was Spanish moss that caught him that time. Makes for a beautiful backdrop, but man, it is just something that your discs cannot get past.
Look at this. He is a bullseye master.
He went 30% off the tee and then putter approach.
Yeah, and that's a fairway driver he
The
threw.
game looks so easy.
Can you believe that? Fairway.
Fairway driver putter. That's what you got to do on hole 14 to get the birdie. Pretty incredible.
Don't hurt your hand. Gonna have to stop the follow through.
Nice. Wide.
Deep.
Skip angle. Oh, yeah. Maybe too much power. And that's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, that's a horse putt. See if Paul can find some magic from deep.
Good looking line. Oh, no. Every part but in. Oh, my goodness. What a run.
Looks like an awkward stance, but that's like his regular
That's how he
stance.
stands.
Yeah.
He stands in a backwards. It's funky.
Okay, he's got it.
Little window. Very
Zoomed
nice.
it in there.
Yeah.
Put a little pepper on it.
Well done.
Nice bird.
Tall Calvin showing his ability to get down on the ground and get agile. Oh, that was so close to a star frame. McBeth, great effort from, that was close to 80 feet or so. And that is just ridiculously smooth.
It's with a power grip too, which is kind of crazy.
That's unbelievable. Well, our two feature card players, Ezra and AB, are now kind of separating themselves from the field. Robert stayed at that 5 under mark for a long time. AB and Ezra are at 7, going to a hole that is quite eagleable if your name is Anthony Barela and Ezra, because I mean he crushes too. But I feel like this is just like a. It's hard for me to imagine AB not eagling this hole just because of. He just rips discs, stamps off when he throws.
Yeah, I
it.
think he could go putter, fairway, and get it maybe.
This is definitely not a putter.
It's a driver.
Gets it to move right just a little bit. Now, here's the important part. Does it... What?
Oh my.
What? That is so far.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
I thought he was going to be under those normal branches.
The things that are 70 feet short of that, where everyone else lands that throws it crazy
What
far.
the heck?
Oh my goodness.
Just look at this shot's going to be
Yeah.
way short of him.
That's
right?
the stuff that you're trying to get around there. And I mean, that's a great shot. I don't know if he's got the perfect
He's pinched.
access. Yeah, he's going to be a
pinched.
little pinch. I agree.
Oh, this is drifting. Is it drifting too much?
Oh,
No.
nicely done. That's great. And Calvin will be able to throw essentially the same shot, maybe even the same disc from there. A lot of distance. He wants to get something to go up and move right from where his drive landed.
I'm going to say 15 eagles on this hole. That's a lot. I'll say 10 eagles. What do you think?
I would say just a little bit less than that is my guess.
8.
Yeah, I'll say 8. That's
I'll
fine.
say 10. Here we go. Calvin. Does it hold?
Oh, beautiful. And definitely going destroyer, not eagle. Are you kidding me? Buzzing the tower for the albatross? Are you for real? Oh my God.
It's disgusting.
It's ridiculous. Didn't expect a 2-pack on this hole, that's for sure. And good illustration here of what Ezra has. Gonna have to force that hyzer flip, and yeah, just couldn't quite get the full throw into it. That should be
Easiest
fine.
bird ever, though.
Yeah, just a pitch up over the sawgrass, take your 4, be happy with it. Meanwhile, McBeth is in primo territory, right in the middle.
Turns it perfectly, too. Yeah, you gotta love that. Wow.
Yes, sir. Inside the circle. AB actually likes it this far left because now it just opens up the spike hyzer. Very short run up, and man, I look like he kind of over. No, it's fine. It looked like he maybe went a little higher than he wanted to. Like it
Slipped a little.
Like it held onto his hand a bit, a little bit of a grip lock, but maybe not. Count it. Oh my goodness. Didn't even need to think it or look at it. Perfect.
Kid's focused.
It's the same look that he had last year to start the season off.
Uh-oh.
That is a bummer. How far did it go? Just a few steps. But
Just don't rush it. It's rushing it.
so McBeth stays or gets the 3 under. Heimburg looking to get to 5 under.
Oh, man. He just kind of was like,
Boy.
I hate this thing.
Wow. Only 3 eagles for the day. Gavin Babcock joining the 2 players on our feature card.
That is.
We almost had 4 and 3 of them on this card.
Yeah, I mean, we had a chance to get all of them to have them.
Wow.
That's
Another
very
level.
surprising, yeah.
Well, guys, surprise, surprise. Anthony Barela is comfortable at this course.
Ready? Let's do it. So how's your day going?
We got a brand new 16 here, Uli. Walk us through it.
Okay, well, really one option, left to right Anheuser. Take it out over the OB on the right and then swing it back over here to the fairway. This is playing 400, maybe 380 to get to the nice spot.
Yeah.
On a very awkward angle. Lots of guardian trees off the tee. Once you get to the landing zone, pretty basic from there. As you can see, like here's a pretty good shot, but he's kind of blocked.
Oh, Chris.
But then you get a little love.
Wow, what a deflection under the basket. And that birdie there is going to get Chris to 5 under par.
Yeah, they made this into a really tough par 4.
This is actually, when you're saying hole 4 was the hardest hole in the course, I didn't want to stop you because you were on a roll, but actually 16 is the hardest hole in the course,
Oh, wow.
coming in at 0.7 over par.
This is
Oh boy. Yeah, this is just it's a tough one. Even AB, Calvin, we're all essentially the same height. When I step up in this hole, this hillside initially directly off to your left, which is the fairway you're trying to go over, that even feels too low for us. Look at Calvin barely clearing it.
I mean, look how hard he threw this, and he needs a lot of help to get back home. And he's just not going to get there.
So close.
So now where he's out of bounds at, like there's a big spike hyzer for big guys, but that's it. I mean, it's a bogey.
Yep. And this needs to start hyzering right
Oh, it
now.
is.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
This is exactly what you like.
So that is such a demanding shot
Wow,
right there
what
to
a
get
throw.
to that spot. I mean, you should get rewarded. But that's crazy. We're going to see what Anthony does because I have a theory about this hole, and I'll hold off while McBeth throws this Anheuser perfectly.
Yeah, just missed that tree. No.
A branch.
Oh, that is absolutely destroyed.
It's still trying. Go, little
Get back to the
disc.
fair.
Go. Oh, worst spot ever. Jump.
The little tiny nublet of that tree just totally wreaking havoc on Paul's drive.
So you have this inside route. He goes for it. And
No, he's not going to have a look, is he?
no, but he's going to be able to get up and down.
Okay, so
From
what's
there.
your theory? Is
Well, I think it's a bad hole in its design.
Calvin actually gets away with a semi-decent spot, a chance to save the par, and that chance has been squandered, and now it's back on the table.
So I think he went out earlier than that, personally.
I do too.
But my theory is when somebody like Calvin throws a shot like that, which is highly demanding, hits the fairway and skips in,
True, totally.
and then AB hits first available and is probably going to get a better score, there's something wrong with the design.
I am with you 100%. The only thing I don't like is how tight that OB line is on the road. But I think the idea, as Ezra lines up his second after truly the best drive you can throw on this hole,
Absolutely.
is that they just wanted to incorporate an opportunity for the fans to get more involved with the action, and so making that road OB gives them a safe place to stand. But
That's not very safe because Calvin went ripping by them.
I am with you, man.
So it's just, that's my opinion. I still love the hole. I think the shape is beautiful, and to get to spots like that, you got to challenge these
not
guys.
perfect.
Yep.
But it is the challenge is obviously there at 0.7 average on a calm day.
Yes.
That tells you everything you need to know right there.
I just want them to think more of the
How to reward a great shot.
exactly the reward versus the punishment of a really bad one.
Calvin's throw really was nearly exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And he's got to make this putt to avoid a double bogey now.
Yes. Meanwhile, AB's got pretty much tapping for par. And he hit the
Oh, no.
brutal.
That is going to hurt the feeling maker.
What's a feeling maker?
It's the part of your body that makes the feelings.
Your heart?
It's a combination of a lot of the stuff that's on the internal part of your body.
Your brain hole?
Hope there's not a hole there, but yeah, the brain hole's not feeling good for Ezra right now. That you get a drive like that on this hole, and you know that you're going to be making up strokes. Even with a par, you're making up strokes on people.
Yeah.
But the birdie is elusive. What did we have? 6 birdies in total for the field. Dickerson was one of them with that deflected approach shot.
9 under, 8 under, 4 under, 3 under. This card's doing really well. Really, really well.
Very well. Honestly, 3 under is not that bad of a score here. I mean, you're seeing AB at 9, and you're like, okay, yeah, there's a little separation there. But under par on this course is rewarding. Hole 17 can be very punishing. You got OB right here. Everything that you can see. It's hard to see the line where you get back in bounds, but you're trying to land on this strip of fairway here. There's OB left as you approach the low ceiling last bit of the fairway. The map on your right is basically going to show you what you're trying to do. Most players are going to go with like a putter or a mid-range to get over this hill and fade out left.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And the fairway gets a little bit more accessible the more your disc goes left. If you want to go for the straighter shot, the OB gets farther and farther.
Oh, man.
Also looks pretty ideal.
Uh-oh.
Just a bit long. Does he have room to throw a second shot?
Yes. Been there.
Okay.
Wide hyzer, I think, around the big tree that you got to miss, or just in front of it. Yeah. Actually easier from that spot, almost.
Uh-oh. McBeth with the tree or the... Oh, wow.
Go.
Does he bounce all the way over?
Whoa.
Wow. Don't see too many skip shots landing safe on 17.
Wow, these guys just threw really good shots here.
Calvin needs to slow down.
Oh.
Yep.
No.
And that...
Might have stopped. Yeah, it did. It's hanging up on it.
Is that wedged?
Well, that's good.
Okay. I thought I saw it like wedged between the OB line. It's just 2 sticks in the air. Probably a par coming up for Calvin.
Well, that's a great shot.
That was beautiful.
Jeez,
That was
Paul.
just perfect. Vintage McBeth.
Also very good.
It's going to stay right, slide back into the fairway.
Just inside the circle.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a forced forehand here for Calvin.
Oh, no. So close. Not going to be a problem, I don't think.
And looks like Ezra didn't quite have the hyzer. A little bit too far.
It's
Goes
easy.
forehand, and look at this.
See what I mean? Just a guarantee kind of thing. I didn't think he was that far left. Apologies. But I was right. Just kidding. Calvin trying to scramble here. Does.
Clean that up for the par. Meanwhile, we've got a couple putts just inside the circle for birdie. AB's not missing that one. Not today. That gets him to 10 under. Remember, he won this thing last year at 18. Already done more than half of that this round alone with a bogey on hole 1. And Ezra is not going anywhere either. He is at 9 under.
And the course has gotten 2 strokes harder, I think.
I think there's some places where they've mitigated that. But yeah, I think to your point, hole 13, definitely a harder birdie. But hole 2's approach is easier. Hole 4 has been cleaned up a little bit. So there's some places where it's a little bit easier.
Playing almost.
Oh, 16 is certainly harder now. I agree. Overall, I think maybe the course has gotten more difficult. But the holes that we had trouble with before are a little bit easier to birdie now.
Okay.
Hole 18, iconic. One of many signature holes here at this beautiful property. Downhill, you can go forehand to try to get right. A mid-range or a putter just straight down will work as well. There is a new rule with the out of bounds. Before, if you went out of bounds, you would get a drop zone at the top. Now you have to establish yourself. Well, it's just normal OB rules. We'll put it that way.
Perfect.
That is a good position for Anthony to get to 11 under. He is locked in right now, man.
Yeah, he's like, why are you touching me? Get away from me. Slow drifter. Gonna be in the good spot.
Just throwing right to the biggest, bulkiest part of the fairway down the bottom of the hill.
Really good as well.
And if you like the forehand approach, that's the perfect spot to be. You get a little bit more space to use a hyzer as you're going up the hill. Oh, Calvin, early release. This is danger.
You know what? That means he's got to go to the drop zone.
And that is brutal. The drop zone
is deep.
And seen many people try. I've not seen a single person get to the top from here, but Calvin's going for it. I think he's got it.
Stay up.
Oh my gosh.
So no way.
I cannot believe what I just saw, Paul. Not only did he get to the top of the hill, almost drains it for the birdie, then slides long OB. Horrible.
Look at this move. What a round.
Incredible stuff, man.
What a round. Guaranteed 10 under from there. Sheesh.
Ready to show off the new equipment.
Paul trying to just drop it in. Very good try. 5 under. Great round.
Great round.
Anthony going with his putter. Goes high. Missed those limbs. Does. Perfect. Jeez. So, I mean,
I'm going to take pinholes and I'm going to put them in his putter.
I mean, anybody could have caught that. That was soft.
Did I just say the inside thoughts outside? Sorry. Calvin, what a putt to save the bogey. What a ride here on the final hole. 3 under, a very good round for most players. I know Calvin's not going to be happy with that in the end.
Well, I mean, that's 2-stroke swing right there. 5 under sounds a lot better.
No doubt. It sounds really good right about now. 11 under.
Oof. Didn't think we'd see it. I thought that would be the hot round for the tournament. Didn't think we'd see it first round right out the gates.
And on Jomez, too. And that's going to be a stroke penalty, unfortunately, for Ezra, not retrieving the 7 under on the back 9. I mean...
Well, what did Anthony shoot on the back?
Better, I think? Yeah, 8 under. 8 under the back 9. My goodness, folks. What?
Just pulling away from the field.
Around.
I mean, Adam and Chris fire 7 unders.
Wow.
And then along with Jake Mon, but you got them by 4. That's kind of crazy.
8 under the back 9.
Without those 2 guys, we got a really, really tight race all the way down to, looks like 13th.
Well, last year we saw a first-time winner on the Elite Series. Can we see it this year with Ezra Robinson? He has been right there knocking on the door for a long time. Obviously, he's got 3 or 4 tournaments under his belt already this season, coming in peak form. Clean round for the day, 10 under. Incredible stuff from him. What do you like to see for tomorrow?
I don't know. You just said it. Ezra never won before. He's got 3 proven winners, multiple time winners on his card. So we're waiting for him to do it, but those other guys know how to do it. So it's going to be a competitive round tomorrow. I mean, we saw 11 today. That's going to be tough to match.
That's crazy good round with a bogey as well. Well, folks, the season has started. Thank you for tuning in with us. Please like and subscribe. You don't have to like every video, but just go ahead and subscribe. If you like them, that's great. But we just need to get that subscription to 500K so that we can come up with some cool merchandise, and then everyone wins. So go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Hit the notification button too. That'll work.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for round 2 here in Brooksville for the Supreme Flight Open.